What's up, YouTube? I'm going to do something a little bit different today because I am now a brand ambassador for this really sweet app called FanDuel. They're not paying me to make this video. They're paying me commission to be a brand ambassador. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. However, if you know me personally or if you've seen my videos, you must know that I have a serious level of integrity, and I would not waste my time with my busy schedule trying to sell something by just selling it. Jeffrey and I are going to tell you a little bit about it. FanDuel is free. It is for anyone who loves to watch sports games and get involved competitively to gain money based on scores, players, points. FanDuel enables you to do that through the app, and it's actually surprisingly organized and really well put together. The app, as I said, is free to download. If you open the app, the first thing you would do is come to a login page, and then would log in, Facebook, whatnot, fill in your information. You might want to go to the settings and put in your PayPal information, because if you get money, that's where your money is going. Once you've got yourself set up and you put in your little profile here, you're going to come to this main screen. On the main screen, on the top, you can swipe through. You'll have different advertisements for different challenges. Below that, you'll have enter contests. Contests that are going to be there are going to depend on what sports are in season. So right now, you have baseball and women's basketball. You'll be able to add funds so that way you can put down deposits for those competitions. You can add friends. For every friend that you get to sign up, you get $10 to play with. They get $10 to play with. And actually, by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a promo link. You're going to want to do that so that way you can play multiple competitions, because they range from $0 to putting in $10,000. Below that, you're going to have names of all the other sport. NFL, obviously. They have PGA, they have NBA, EPL, NHL, and UCL. Right now, there are no open games. Below that is responsible play, rules and instructions of, don't break these or you're out. Contact support. Below that, you have 5 different icons. The lobby, which is where you're going to enter and see different contests that you can click on and enter, which we'll go over. Upcoming, which is going to be your upcoming contest. Scores are going to be all of your contests that you're in right now and where you're scoring. Friends, to add friends, and you can actually create a league. And then you have account. Your account is going to have everything from your funds to instructions and rules for the different games and notification settings and payment settings and trust and safety and training guides. Right now, we're going to do step 1, enter a contest. This app is great for anyone who really loves to play sports and wants to get in on the action. It's a lot more fun to go to a sports bar with your buddies when you have some competition going. But if you want to do me a solid, even if you don't like sports and you just want to support me, you can go and download the app with my promo code and my link, sign up, and join a competition. For enter contest, I'm going to go WNBA right now. And if you click on that arrow, you're going to go to beginner WNBA contest. Then there's going to be different times of different contests based on specific game slot. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's the main late swap. Next to it, it'll have a number, which will be however many contests there are in total for that category. But then if you click on, say, the 4 p.m., it's going to break it up in even more categories. You're going to have different types of contests. So you can have featured contests, you can have contests that are varied by the amount of players. There can only be 3 players to 100 players. You can do tournaments, which are longer term for bigger prizes and more money. You can do 50-50s, finish in the top half, and you automatically get a prize or money. Multipliers, you can double your money and play down more. Head-to-head, so you can challenge anyone that you choose, just a one-on-one. And then you can even make your own contests, which is cool. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the 3 to 100 players. Basically what you have is now a list of all of the specific competitions. So on the left side, you're going to have the name, how many people are in it, the max amount of people that can be in it. Then you're going to have the entry number, which will be $1 to enter, $2 to enter, $5 to enter. On the very far right, you're going to have the prizes. And then you can actually sort. So at the top, there's entry fees. You can enter fees for up to $50,000. You can win real money through this app. This is real fantasy sports that are playing live that you're putting deposits down on it in the form of contests, and you can win real money, real prizes. If you do it by any limit, that's going to be, single entry, multiple entry, and then sort by name, entries, size, prizes. What you're then going to come to is a page that's going to have all of the different positions that are going to be on your team. You're going to have a budget. Everyone gets the same budget, and that's how much money you have to spend on your players. And then you're going to have at the very top how many hours until this contest. You're going to click on the position, and it's automatically going to give you a roster of players. These are your options. There are no other options, but it's really cool. There's actually a lot of information here. On the very far left, you have pictures of their faces. You'll know what team they're on. You'll know what position they are, what time the game is happening, their full name. The price is going to be on the far right, which from what I've seen so far can go $2,000, $9,000, but you're using the money that is given to you through the game to spend on your players. Underneath that, you're going to have their basic stats, but if you click on them, you can actually find out when their next game is, all of their most recent stats, any pertinent news, and you can go through their stats and other recent performances prior to that. And that will allow you to make an educated decision, other than the fact that I'm assuming that if you're going to play in a contest that you relatively know the sport. But if not, don't worry. There's some really cool courses in here that you can take through the app itself in order to get sort of a brush up on whatever sport it is that you want to compete in. Choose some players, guards, forwards. Depending on the sport, that will define pretty much how much money you're given. Once you have your team together, you have your roster, you click submit. When you do that, a little box is going to come up. It's going to have your balance and then your FanDuel points, and underneath enter free contest. You're going to click on that. It's going to say submitting entry successful. So at that point, you're going to see it automatically go into your upcoming. So now you'll see that my upcoming has one in it. Let's go over to upcoming. When you're in upcoming, this is going to be your view. You're going to be able to see just sort of the basic little bubbles of pictures of who's on your roster. It's going to say what the contest is, how many entries there have been, prizes, and the time. If you click on it, there are these 3 bubbles, and you can click hide all player photos or collapse all entries. There's also the option to quick player replace. Say that you suddenly realize like, oh, something's changed throughout the day and it's before your contest. You want to change your player. You're going to click on it, choose whichever slate it is, and it's going to bring you back to your roster, and you'll be able to click on the arrow and change up. So then you can basically just save that, and you go to scores. Now you can see right now contests that I've done so far. So you'll have different sections at this point of the different sports you have contests in. And in the top right of each section, you're going to have the number of points that you have acquired throughout all of the contests throughout that section. Below that, you're going to see your roster of players and their little circular photos. And then below that, each of the contests, positions, the entry fee, and how much you won. Click on contest. You'll be able to see all of the players, what they placed, how many points they got, and you can even click on them and see what their roster is like. So say that you suck in one contest, you could go to whoever won it, look at their roster and say, oh, these are the players that they chose, and maybe you can snatch them up next time. You'll also be able to click on my entries. That'll bring you specifically to your place number and your points, just you basically. And then to the right, you have games. And games are going to be the actual games that were played. So it's going to say the team versus the other team on top. Final is when it's done. So you will always have your games, your contests in there as long as they're running. But once the game is over, it'll say final. And then you'll have the score on either side. So you'll know who won. Friends mode. If you come to here, invite from here, do start new league, or you can push new in the top right corner. Put a sports league name, a description, a league image. First, we'll choose our sport, league name, description. So then you come into a section where you can search by username and add a message. You can set up your contests. You can go to chat. You'll have standings, so you'll see your league standings. At the top, you have your league name. Go to the top right corner, you've got the 3 bubbles, and if you click on that, that brings you to history, edit league details, invite friends. If we go back to activity and we go set up contests, then that opens up and you can choose when you want to play and the contest size and the prize structure. And it says actually a tip below, if your contest doesn't fill, you still get to play as a free contest and we'll refund your entry. So then in your activity now, it says contest opens soon, you join the league that I created. It's all listed right there. And if you wanted to change any of your settings, you could go to edit contest settings, and you can even at that point delete your league. And then it says no league invites. So now I'm going to bring you to the account page. Add funds, withdraw, transaction history, earn cash, refer friends, which is the 10 for 10 that I told you about. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. I feel like they're pretty self-explanatory. That's your way around the app. Fun and exciting. It's easy to use. I think, if you're someone who happens to watch sports games, why not get involved? You don't have to put any of your own money into it if you use my promo code. You can get $10, and then as soon as you start winning money, then you can just keep on playing. And you can actually take out a deposit. As I said, you're going to want to put your email address in there for PayPal. Or you can do a check, but the check takes longer. It takes 7 to 10 business days, whereas the PayPal takes 2 business days. And then you just click submit. That's FanDuel. I know this has been a long video. Thank you so much if you've watched it. Cool, guys. Again, promo code and link will be down below, and I'll catch you next time.